Shalom, family. Recently, and honestly still at the time of making this video, we've been dealing with a major trial, being in the area of health. When I say major, I mean it has literally caused us to pause in our usual and daily routines and make some drastic changes. It has cost us some things, including time, sleep, finances, and at times peace. Thankfully for us, we learned early on that we don't question Yahuah with the why me or us, because the answer to that could be why not me or us. We know that we are not the only ones experiencing hardships, and we know that many may be facing challenges. They may not understand what is happening. Some may be saying or thinking, I'm praying, seeking the Most High, I reverence Yahuah, and I'm keeping His commands. I've sacrificed and given up so many things, and yet I'm dealing with this or that. They may even be saying, I'm not hearing anything from Yah, and I don't understand what is going on. Sometimes our troubles can feel like it's more than we can bear. We get that, and that brings us to the point of this video. We would like to share what we have learned about trials, hardships, troubles, and how it is helping us to grow. We believe that this will help some of you as well, so let's get into it. Here's a list of some reasons why Yahuah allows hardships, tests, and trials. To build your belief, to build trust in Yahuah and His might, to esteem Yahuah, to discipline you for known sin, to prevent you from falling into sin, to keep people from pride, to cause spiritual growth, to teach you obedience and discipline, to equip people to comfort others. One thing we have to know is that we are to expect hardships and trials when we decide to walk in the way or on this narrow path.
Kepha 1, chapter 1, 1 through 9. Kepha, an emissary of Yahusha HaMashiach, to the chosen strangers of the dispersion in Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Lithuania, according to the foreknowledge of Yahuah the Father, Kadash by the Ruach unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahusha HaMashiach. Favor and peace be increased to you. Baruch be the Elohim and Father of our Athan, Yahusha HaMashiach, who according to His great compassion has caused us to be born again to a living expectation through the resurrection of Yahusha HaMashiach from the dead, to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled and unfading, having been kept in the Shamayim for you, who are protected by the power of Elohim through belief, for deliverance ready to be revealed in the last time, in which you exult, even though for a little while, if need be, you have been grieved by manifold trials, in order that the proving of your belief, much more precious than gold that perishes and proven by fire, might be found to result in praise and respect and esteem at the revelation of Yahusha HaMashiach, whom having not seen, you love, in whom you exalt with unspeakable and esteemed joy, yet not seeing, but believing, obtaining the goal of your belief, a deliverance of lives. Kepha 1, chapter 4, 12 through 13. Beloved ones, do not be surprised at the fiery trial that is coming upon you to try you, as though some unusual matter has befallen you. But as you share Mashiach's sufferings, rejoice in order that you might rejoice exultingly at the revelation of His esteem.
We would like to emphasize that trials are an integral part of the believer's experience. Yahusha told us in Yochanan 16:33 that in the world we have pressures. Trials and persecution serve a spiritual purpose in the life of a believer. They are not random or meaningless. They are used by Yahuah to test, refine, and strengthen our belief, and also help build endurance. They also should cause us to have a deeper reliance on Him. Kepha 1, 5, 8 through 11. Be sober, watch, because your adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Resist him, firm in the belief, knowing that the same hardships are experienced by your brotherhood in the world, and the Elohim of all favor, who called you to His everlasting esteem by Mashiach Yahusha, after you have suffered a while, himself perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you. To him be the esteem and the might forever and ever. Amen. Trials test the genuineness and true strength of our belief. This is the reason why we don't and shouldn't waste time asking questions like, why me? Now, please understand that this is not the same as asking the question of what is happening.
Did you know that going through trials is a good thing? It certainly doesn't feel good sometimes while in the midst of it, but here is what the word says. Yahuah 1, chapter 5, verse 10. And the Elohim of all favor, who called you to his everlasting esteem by Mashiach Yahusha, after you have suffered a while, himself perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you. Yaakov 1, 2-4. My brothers, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the proving of your belief works endurance, and let endurance have a perfect work, so that you be perfect and complete, lacking in naught. Do you now see why it is a good thing? It's because when your belief is tried and you persevere, it gives you the endurance that you need. When endurance is built up, it will put you in the place of not wanting or not being unsound and lacking in nothing. This perspective shifts the focus from the pain of trials to the spiritual growth they produce. But only in coming to him will we receive the strength that's needed to endure through these hard trials. Enduring difficulties proves in whom we trust. What you do when you go through a trial will reveal whether you really believe Yahuah and his word. This is important because as we are nearing the times where there are going to be greater tribulations, which we are to endure, we have to be sure to have our belief built up.
Now we come to the part of the video where we want to share some of the things that you can do while in the midst of a trial or hardship. Yet praise him, rejoice, and wait on Yahuah. This means choosing to worship, thank, and trust Yahuah despite being in a state of pain, sadness, or difficulty. It acknowledges that while things are currently tough, Yahuah is our deliverance. As Dawid says in Tehillim 42:11, why are you depressed, O my being, and why are you restless within me? Wait for Elohim, for I shall yet thank him, the deliverance of my face and my Elohim. Thessalonians 1, 5, 16-18. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, in all give thanks, for this is the desire of Elohim and Mashiach Yahusha for you. We have to exalt Yahuah above everything that we go through. Whether we receive what we want or not, as far as deliverance, provision, healing, restoration, etc., we need to magnify him. When we do this, we take our eyes off our afflictions and we look to Yahuah, who is our help. Tehillim 34, 1-3. I barak Yahuah at all times. His praise is continually in my mouth. My being shall boast in Yahuah. Let the humble hear and be glad. Oh, make Yahuah great with me, and let us exalt his name together.
We have to remain steadfast. The scriptural response to persecution is one of steadfastness. It reflects the believer's reliance on Yahuah's strength. To be steadfast means unshakable, stubborn, resolute, firm and fixed in purpose, belief, secure in position, steady, firm in its place. Yaakov 1:12 says, Baruch is the man who endures trial, for when he has been proved, he shall receive the crown of Kai, which the Athan has promised to those who love him. Getting through trials and tribulations of life makes us Baruch and guarantees us the crown of Kai, or life. We have to trust Yahuah. Even when we don't know the exact outcome or how long it may take, we have to know that it is Yahuah that is our help. Yahuah wants you to trust him with your complete heart and give him your burdens, then wait on his plan for you. Will you trust him even if the outcome is not what you would have chosen? Let go of what you think will be the outcome. Mishle 3:5-8. Trust in Yahuah with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Know him in all your ways, and he makes all your paths straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Revere Yahuah and turn away from evil. It is healing to your navel and moistening to your bones. When we trust Yahuah, we put it all in his hands and leave the outcome to him.
Look at your situation differently. Remember that earthly hardships are brief and light compared to the eternal esteem they produce. Corinthians 2:4-16-18. Therefore, we do not lose heart, but even if our outward man is perishing, yet that within is being renewed day by day. For this slight momentary pressure is working for us a far more exceeding and everlasting weight of esteem. We are not looking on what is seen, but on what is not seen. For what is seen passes away, but what is not seen is everlasting. Be still. Tehillim 46:10-11. Be still and know that I am Elohim. I am exalted among nations. I am exalted in the earth. Yahuah of hosts is with us. The Elohim of Yaakov is our refuge. Selah. Let's look closely at what still means. The word still in Hebrew is Rapha, which means to sink, relax, to let drop, abandon, forsake, to let go, to refrain, let alone, to be quiet. Yahuah wants you to be still and know that he is greater than any trial, tribulation, trouble, or hardship. He wants you to lay down your burdens and allow him to bring you peace no matter what you are facing. Keep your thoughts in check. Corinthians 2:10-3-6. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not fight according to the flesh. For the weapons we fight with are not fleshly, but mighty in Elohim for overthrowing strongholds, overthrowing reasonings and every high matter that exalts itself against the knowledge of Elohim, taking captive every thought to make it obedient to Hamashiach, and being ready to punish all disobedience when your obedience is complete. We can't let our thoughts just have their way and control us, especially if they are negative. We have to think rightly on the things above, and our thoughts need to be in line with Yahuah's word. Negative thoughts could lead to negative actions and interfere with what Yahuah wants to do.
Watch what you say. Not only do you have to be watchful of what you are speaking, which can cause your situation to be magnified above Yahuah, you also have to be watchful of cursing yourself by coming into agreement with things you shouldn't come into agreement with, possibly causing things to get worse. Tehillim 34:12-14. Who is the man who desires life, who loves many days, in order to see good? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Turn away from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. If you are having a hard time keeping your words in line with what Yahuah says, it may be time to just be quiet and not say anything. Koheleth 3:1-8. To all there is an appointed time, even a time for every pursuit under the Shamayim, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to throw away stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to seek and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for battle and a time for peace. We have been and are continuing to put into practice the things that we've listed. We at times have stumbled and have tried to make things work or sought our own answers, but you can probably guess how that turned out. We have had to turn to Yahuah, apologize, and ask for forgiveness for doing things our own way and allowing Him to do what He wants and desires. We don't have it all together, and sometimes we stumble, but we regain our footing and keep going. We keep going because our goal is to live a life that is pleasing to Yahuah. We are doing our best to allow Him to lead us so that we receive the crown of Kai. We don't let these missteps stop us from our goal.
Yahuah has given us all things that pertain to Kai and reverence of Him. He has equipped us with courage, love, hope, and trust in Him so that we can face the challenges that are here and are to come. Do not relinquish to the enemy the promises that Yahuah has given to you. Keep your peace, seek His help, and continue to trust in Yahuah. Remember that there are lessons to be learned through each and every trial or hardship, and it is up to us to seek Him to find out what He wants us to do or learn. If you're watching this video and are in the middle of a trial, we want to encourage you not to give up or to quit. Even if things seem like they are falling apart, look to the hills from where your help comes. Yahuah sees you. He knows what you're going through, and He has not abandoned you. His word reminds us that He will never leave you nor forsake you. Cling to Yahuah. Hold fast to His promises, and please keep your trust in Him. He is trustworthy through it all, and as you trust Him, He will accomplish His will in your life.
Most High Yahuah, we lift up our brothers and sisters who may be facing trials. You know each and every situation, trial, hardship, burden, and fear of your children. We ask that you would meet them at their point of need according to your will. Please strengthen, guide, encourage, and help them to trust you more. May your perfect peace that surpasses all understanding guard their hearts and their minds as they trust in you. Please give them the wisdom and the guidance they need to stand strong while they endure every trial and challenge that comes before them. We ask for your help and your deliverance in their lives. Thank you for hearing this prayer. We ask this in Yahusha's name. Thank you and Amen. Thanks for watching. We hope this video has been a help to you. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We also want to say thank you to each of you who support us through prayer, encouragement, and donations. We truly appreciate it. We love you and are praying for you. Until next time, family. Shalom.